Everyone's talking about making money with ChatGPT 5, but most people are doing it wrong. In this video, I'll share 5 real practical ways you can actually use it to boost your online income. Not by pressing a magic button, but by combining AI with real skills and smart workflows. And at the end, I'll show you my personal ChatGPT prompt method that turns generic AI responses into high quality work you can earn more from. Something most people never do, but it can instantly set you apart. In case you don't know, my name is Mikael and I have been making money online for years, and AI tools like ChatGPT 5 have completely changed the way I work. Not by replacing me, but by helping me do more in less time and with better results. So in this video, I'll break down how you can do the same, starting with what ChatGPT can really do for you and what it can't do. So before we jump into the money-making methods, let's first get real about what ChatGPT 5 can and can't do for you. So first, what can it do? Well, it can save you hours by speeding up research, writing, and brainstorming. It can also help you organize your ideas into clear, structured content. And it can help you get a constant flow of fresh ideas so you never run out of ideas. But here's what it can't do for you, which is just as important and something most people misunderstand. It cannot replace your personal experience, judgment, and creativity. It can't guarantee you'll make money just by typing in a prompt. Also, it cannot produce perfect, ready-to-sell content without you reviewing or improving it. So you should think about ChatGPT 5 as a power tool. In the hands of someone with a plan, it's incredibly powerful. But in the hands of someone that are just lazy and looking for a shortcut without any effort, it's just going to be another shiny distraction. An example is, for example, a thumbnail I received from a so-called AI expert. I'll show a screenshot here on the screen of someone that used AI to show me how great thumbnails they could make. And you can see if you don't have skills, if you don't use your brain, then results like this come up. So it's important to be aware that you should still use your brain and have certain skills when it comes to using AI. So now that we've set the record straight, let's talk about the first way you can use it to actually boost your income. Alright, here's 5 practical ways to use ChatGPT 5 to actually help you make money online. And these are all methods that I have either tested myself or seen work for others. And remember, AI is the assistant and you are the driver. So the first method is to use it as freelancing support. Because if you're doing any type of freelancing work or considering to do, whether it is writing, research, social media, or even customer service, then ChatGPT can help you work faster and deliver more value. For example, let's say you write a blog post for clients, and instead of spending an hour just brainstorming headlines, you can ask ChatGPT for 20 options in just a few seconds, and then you can pick the best ones and refine them. That means you can take on more projects without burning out, and more projects, of course, means more income. I'll show later how I practically would do this and how I would use ChatGPT to get the most out of it. But let's first talk about the other overall ways to use ChatGPT to boost your online income. Next, let's talk about affiliate marketing and using ChatGPT to create affiliate marketing content. And affiliate marketing is all about creating content that gets clicks, and if people then click your link and it converts, then you will earn. And that doesn't matter whether it's blog posts, YouTube videos, or social media. And affiliate marketing is actually how I've been able to create a full-time online income myself. And it is one of the best methods as a beginner in my personal opinion and experience. And now when you have AI tools like ChatGPT, it can really help you speed up certain things that I in the past spent a ton of extra time doing. This can, for example, be keyword research. It can be to draft product reviews or even create email sequences for promotions. I have, for example, used it to write drafts or long email sequences and to create a bunch of ideas for social media content in just under 10 minutes. And something like this in the past would have taken me hours to do manually. The third method is to use ChatGPT to help you create digital products or courses. Because if you sell digital products, templates, or online courses, then ChatGPT can help you with planning, writing, and even creating bonus material. So let's say you, for example, want to make a short ebook. You can have ChatGPT outline all the chapters and then expand each one with examples. And then you go in and add your personal touch and expertise to make it stand out. And this way you can launch more products faster without compromising quality. Because the quality should, of course, always be the focus, in my opinion. And if you've never done anything like this before, it's now a lot less intimidating to get started because you basically have an assistant that can help you with everything. And that means that you can easily come up with ideas, it can help you become more creative, and in general just help you create more. The fourth method is to use ChatGPT for YouTube and social media content. Because content creation can be an amazing way to make money online, and ChatGPT can, for example, help you with title ideas, hooks, script outlines, descriptions, and even captions for TikTok and Instagram Reels. For example, if you have a YouTube channel, you can feed it your topic and some information about your audience, and it can generate 10 clickable titles, which you can then refine and test. I personally use it a lot for brainstorming ideas for my YouTube videos, and it has been a great help. Just again, remember, it won't replace your personality or creativity, but it can definitely help you stay consistent and save hours of brainstorming. The fifth option is e-commerce listings, because if you, for example, sell on Etsy, eBay, Amazon, or Shopify, then ChatGPT can help you create product descriptions, FAQ sections, and ad copy, for example. So instead of struggling to describe a product in a way that sells, you can have ChatGPT generate multiple options in different tones, for example, friendly or luxury or playful, and then you can pick the one that fits your brand, and then of course adjust it a bit, because better listings means more sales, and more sales means more profit. And those are just a few examples, but whatever you do online, there's probably a way to make ChatGPT 5 part of your workflow so you can do it faster and better. I also have a playlist where I show how you practically can use AI to help you with certain online microtasks, so I'll leave a link in the top corner to that playlist, so if you want to know more about that, you can also check that out. But no matter what, before you run off and start generating content or doing anything else that I've just talked about here, then there are a couple of big mistakes I see people making that can completely kill your results. So let's quickly go over that and what not to do. Now a quick reality check, because I see a lot of people making these mistakes when trying to make money with ChatGPT 5, and it can completely ruin your chances of success. So mistake number one is to just copy, paste, and pray. You should not just paste ChatGPT's first response straight into a blog post, client project, or product listing, or whatever. That's the fastest way to produce something that feels robotic and generic. Mistake number two is thinking AI is the business. ChatGPT is a tool, it's not the business itself. It works best when you already have or are building a skill, service, or product, and you use AI to speed it up or improve it. Mistake number three is ignoring your personal touch. Your unique perspective, examples, and stories are what make the work valuable. AI can't replace that. It can get you maybe 80% of the way, but the final 20%, that's where you make it yours and stand out. So avoid these mistakes and you'll already be ahead of maybe 90% of people using ChatGPT right now to try to make money. And speaking of standing out, remember at the start I promised to share my personal method for turning sometimes generic ChatGPT responses into high value. Let's go into that now. So this is how you can get ChatGPT 5 to produce work that's higher quality, more specific, and worth more than the generic stuff most people get. Most people just type a quick one-sentence prompt like, write me a product description for a coffee mug, for example, and then they wonder why it sounds bland and forgettable. So here's how to fix that. Step one is to assign ChatGPT a role. So tell it who it's supposed to be and what experiences it has. So instead of just write a product description, you can try something like, you are a top-rated Amazon copywriter with 10 years of experience in home and kitchen products. You specialize in writing product descriptions that increases conversions. And this is of course just an example. You would of course need to adjust it according to your specific needs, just to make that clear. And this with the experiences is where you can also add your own experiences to make it sound more like something you would write. And then right away the tone and the focus shifts to match that expertise. And that way you get way better results. So that's definitely something you should make sure to try. The second step is to use what is called chained prompts. So you don't ask for everything at once, but break it into steps. So it can, for example, first be to ask it for 5 different sales angles for a product. And then you pick one and ask it to expand into bullet points. And finally, you turn those into a polished description in your chosen tone. This makes the output a lot sharper and more targeted and way less generic. And the third step is then to save it as a prompt template. Because if you do similar work, often for example product description, blog intros or ad copies or whatever it can be, then save your role plus change steps as a reusable prompt. That way you can deliver high quality work consistently without starting from scratch. And you can just adjust it a bit every time. That's something I personally do a lot, and it has definitely helped me do certain things a lot faster. An example could, for example, be for a coffee mug listing that I just also used as an example before. Before it would be a little bit more generic, just like this coffee mug is great for your morning coffee, and a lot of superficial information like this. And after you use this role and chain, then it can be a warm, engaging product story that hooks the reader, it highlights the benefits, and it calls them to buy. So if you start using these role-based and chain prompts, you'll quickly notice your AI-generated work feels much more professional. And that's what allows you to, for example, charge more or stand out from the crowd and overall just get better results. So here's the big takeaway. ChatGPT 5 isn't going to magically make you rich, no matter what some other creators might promise you. But if you combine it with real skills, smart workflows, and methods like the role-based and chain prompts that I just showed you, then it can save you hours, improve your work, and help you earn more over time. The people who will win with AI are the ones who treat it as a partner, not a magic way to do nothing. So I encourage you to try this method if you haven't already. And if you do try out the prompts that I shared or the methods that I shared here today, then I would love to hear from you in a comment below. So please drop a comment and tell me what you have used it for, because I would love to hear your results. And if the video helped you, make sure to give it a like and check out some of the other videos here on my channel. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.